looks like you might have the opportunity to start at left tackle in the Rose Bowl. What does that mean to you?
It's very exciting. I feel like I prepared pretty well this entire month, and it's just a blessing. I thank God.
Obviously, you've had a career, you've moved between offensive and defensive line, and kind of had a long road to this point. How much rewarding is that to know that you're now in this position where if Thayer can't go, you're the next man up?
It feels great. Like I said, this is all God's work. This is His plan, so I thank Him for that.
What has this career been like for you? Were there moments at all where you doubted, am I ever going to be able to get on the field here at Ohio State?
No, not really. Like I said, I put all my trust in God, and I know God wouldn't bring me here for anything, for nothing. So I knew that I would get my shot.
When exactly was the decision made that you should go to play offensive line, and kind of what were those conversations like?
It started out with Coach Larry Johnson. He just brought me to his office, and we just had a man-to-man conversation. And I thank him for that. And he just told me like. He think I would have more opportunity on the offensive line, and I trust all the coaches here, and I went from there.
What has that development process been like on the offensive line? What are the biggest things from when you made that transition and now that you've had to learn, that you've had to develop?
Just staying low, staying square, not turning, keeping my shoulders square, keeping my hips square, and just keeping a good base. I think offensive line is a little more difficult than defensive line. But as far as technique-wise, it's been a great transition, I think.
What do you think are the best qualities about your game that enable you to succeed as an offensive lineman?
I think my feet, my hands, my strength.
You've had a few opportunities to play. How much do those opportunities kind of help you now as you prepare to go and play in the Rose Bowl?
For sure, build my confidence up. Coming from the Maryland game, getting a lot of snaps in that game. Just in practice, honestly. Getting a lot of practice reps. But we have a great defensive line, and they got me better a lot.
Is there a moment that you've had that was kind of a welcome to Ohio State moment, like this is real now, I'm out here on the field and this happened and now this is real?
Yeah, I would probably say in practice every day. We going at it every day. Competition, but this program is built on competition, so every day you get a wake-up call. While I do it, I get a wake-up call because like I said, we have a great defensive line, we have a great offensive line, we compete every single day.
Who's the toughest guy to go up against in practice?
Every single one of our defensive line.
But when you have that much depth on the defensive line, how tough does that make it on you in practice to know that every rep I'm going to be going against somebody who could be fresh, who's going to come at me?
It just makes you think that this is one of the best places to play football in the country, and you just got to bring it every snap, every snap.
Obviously, next year, Isaiah moving on, there could be an open starting spot at offensive tackle. Do you view this game as your opportunity to make your case to potentially be a starter next year?
I'm just taking a day at a time. I don't know what's going to happen next year. I'm just focused on the moment right now.
Is it, how much do you think, though, when you look ahead, like next year I'm going to be a senior, I need to make sure that I put myself in a position to be able to get out there and play?
Whatever God's plan is for me, that's what it will be. I'm on God's speed, man. I don't know.
What do you think has been the biggest lesson you've learned here over the last 4 years? What's been the biggest moment or important thing that had to happen for you to put yourself in this position you're in now?
The biggest lesson I learned here probably be Iowa game last year when my number was called. Jamarca went down and I wasn't prepared. Ever since then, I kind of just told myself, never let that happen again. You know what I'm saying? Know your plays, know your job, know your assignment. That's what I've been doing ever since then.
When that happened, did you doubt yourself at all? Did you have any doubts about whether you could play at Ohio State?
No, I didn't have any doubts. I just wasn't prepared. When you're not prepared and you get called, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that can happen. And I wasn't prepared, but I know how to prepare. That's what I'm doing now.
What are the biggest things you've seen in Washington that are going to challenge you as you go in and play at that left tackle position?
I think they're pretty big up front. They got a good defensive line. A few blitzes they like to run. still working.